Alright guys, welcome back to What If Mr. Satan Wasn't a Fraud. You're all enjoying this series, and I'm enjoying making it, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share it to everyone you know. With all that being said, let's get started with the video. It's been years since the Cell games. Gohan taught Mr. Satan how to fly, but every time he tried that key stuff, it just seemed like parlor tricks to him. He knew it was real, but he could just feel that there was more power in his fist, and he felt that a real fighter should focus on his physical form and push himself that way. Mr. Satan was legendary. Everyone knew that he saved the world from Cell, and he became famous. An entire city was named after him, Mr. Satan's City. And Mr. Satan would know way more about Gohan since Gohan taught him how to fly. Mr. Satan really wasn't into Ki Blast, but who wouldn't want to fly? Flying is probably like the best thing you could ever do, so Mr. Satan had to pick that up as much as he was annoyed by it. However, as years passed, there was going to be a new World Martial Arts tournament, and Mr. Satan was excited and ready to go. As he trained tirelessly, getting stronger and stronger, so did Vegeta. So did Goku, so did everyone, but Vegeta had someone in mind. An Earthling proved to be stronger than him. He'll wipe the floor with that Earthling, and he'll bring back his Saiyan pride. As everyone went up, the tournament began. Things would continue like normal until Mr. Satan fought Android 18. As 18 looked up at him, she began to smile. So you're that human guy who's very strong, defeated Cell, even got me out of his stomach. I've heard a lot about you, but I've never actually fought you. So you're the android. Well, let's get this started. Android 18 would charge at Mr. Satan, but Mr. Satan would move so fast she couldn't even see him. And suddenly, she appeared on the floor as she was kicked off the ring. Dynamite kick! As she fell down, Mr. Satan said, "Are you okay, lady?" She just got up and scoffed. "How could you be so strong? 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and I drink plenty of juice." He laughed, but then suddenly, Mr. Satan would fall to the ground. As he fell down to the ground, he was paralyzed. Bobbity began to laugh. You see, Bobbity put drugs in Mr. Satan's drink. He put drugs in his juice, so he would get paralyzed after the battle, so then he could steal his energy. Mr. Satan was far too powerful for them to just take it all by themselves. But with this happening, they can finally do it. Everyone watched on confused, as suddenly men grabbed Mr. Satan and shoved a needle in him. And he yelled, "They drugged me! They drugged me!" And everyone was shocked as they then began to run away. Shin and Kabibo appeared and healed Mr. Satan. As they all flew, they began to explain everything. Mr. Satan was angry. "I can't believe those little buggers drugged me. No honor in that. I'll show them what for." As they all flew down, suddenly Dabura came up as he spit on Krillin. He tried to spit on Mr. Satan, along with Piccolo, but Mr. Satan easily dodged it and hit him with a dynamite punch, sending him down to the floor. Dabura tried to run away, but he grabbed him and pulled him back. "You guys go on. I'll fight this one," Mr. Satan said. Dabura said, "That'll be the last thing you do." As the rest of the Z Fighters went in, Mr. Satan fought Dabura, and Dabura began to push him with all he had. But it wasn't enough. As Dabura fought Mr. Satan was simply too fast, too strong, too powerful. He began to beat up Dabura and ask, "Why did you take my energy? What are you doing?" Dabura fell down to the floor, bones broken. Dabura simply just looked up at Mr. Satan. How are you this strong?" Mr. Satan began to laugh. "Is that all the power you got? Then taking you freaks out will be easy. Let me guess, you took some of my energy so you can absorb it yourself somehow and get stronger. Makes sense. But that's still not all of it. Even with that, I should be able to beat you." But then Dabura laughed and said, "No, we're not using it for ourselves. We're using the energy to awaken something even more powerful than you are." Mr. Satan said, "Really? What is that?" He said, intrigued. Dabura said, "Majin Buu." He laughed before he passed out from blood loss. Mr. Satan was about to walk in, but then suddenly, Vegeta appeared with an M on his forehead and punched Mr. Satan. "You humiliated the Saiyan race for too long, Satan! You're even more annoying than Kakarot!" Mr. Satan looked up and said, "Great, now I gotta deal with this." Vegeta flew down. Goku said, "Stop this! Stay out of the way! This is between me and him! I could deal with a low-class Saiyan getting in my way and becoming stronger, but a human? You're not even a part of the Saiyan race!" Vegeta said angry, as he got ready to fight Mr. Satan. Mr. Satan would say, what is this about? Vegeta would say, my entire life I was the prince of all Saiyans, but then I was overcome by a lower class warrior, and now a human, someone like you, who didn't even know he existed when he was stronger than me. That doesn't even make any sense. You shouldn't be alive. Someone like you shouldn't even exist. And I'm gonna fix it, Vegeta said, charging at Mr. Satan and punching him straight in the face. But it did nothing. Mr. Satan looked at him and said, listen, I don't want to fight you, Vegeta. I know you're going through a lot, and you're jealous of me, and I'm pretty great, so it makes sense, but Vegeta says, shut up! Big Bang Attack! He hit Mr. Satan with a Big Bang Attack, but it did nothing. Vegeta kept beating up on Mr. Satan, but he wouldn't fight him back. Mr. Satan said, I'm not going to fight you, Vegeta. I'm not going to give you what you want. You're like a kid throwing a tantrum. You have a family, a wife, a child. You can fly. You can blow stuff up with your hands. Do you know how lucky you are? And what, you're throwing a tizzy fit all because I'm stronger than you? Vegeta says, it's not just about you being stronger than me. It's about my pride. I am a prideful warrior, and someone like you comes out of nowhere and surpasses me? Take me seriously! Mr. Satan simply took a deep sigh as he looked at Vegeta. You really want to do this? Vegeta says, yes. I want you to hit me with everything you got. I want us to battle with everything. I let Babidi control me so I can get stronger, so I can become more powerful, so I can... Mr. Satan just goes, blah, blah, blah. Just fight me already and stop talking. Never understood why you guys always talk before you fight. Vegeta looks at him, pissed off. I talk about my pride. I talk about my honor. And you dare say that to me? He began to charge a Big Bang Attack as he was charging it more and more and more. Mr. Satan simply looked up at him and said, you can shoot this attack any day now, you know. Vegeta said, shut up! As Vegeta launched a massive Big Bang Attack. Satan would suddenly use a dynamite kick and kick the Big Bang right into Vegeta's face, causing him to fall down, not even able to move. As Mr. Satan walks over him, he says, you know what, Vegeta, I'm tired of you. I was trying to play it cool, but I can't do it anymore. You're nothing but a chump compared to the champ. And that's all you'll ever be. And you know why, Vegeta? It's not because you're weaker than me. It's because of your attitude. You're stuck up. And you're throwing a fit, a tantrum, like a damn toddler. Wake up, Vegeta. You need to learn to be a man and not do this. You think your pride is what keeps you together? You have a family. That's more important than your pride. And if you can't understand that, then you're nothing but trash. Vegeta looks up at him and says, damn you, as he passes out. Mr. Satan starts to walk towards the spaceship, but then suddenly he feels a huge ki spike as Majin Buu comes out with Babidi. Majin Buu looks at him and goes, you look delicious as candy, as he shoots a candy beam, but Mr. Satan just dodges it and says, so this is Majin Buu, a fat pink guy, huh? You think that can compare to the champ? He said, as he began to charge at Majin Buu. As Majin Buu charged at him, the candy beam couldn't hit Mr. Satan, no matter how many times Majin Buu fired. He fired it again and 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 again. But no matter how many times he fired it, it just never really hit him because he was just dodging it. Buu got so mad he charged at Mr. Satan and punched him square in the face, but it did nothing. As Mr. Satan did dynamite punch, knocking off his head, but then it regrew. Mr. Satan suddenly stopped and said, Buu, do you want to do this? I can feel that you're not really evil. Majin Buu looked at him and goes, what do you mean? Babidi said, kill him! Kill him now! Stop this! And then Majin Buu tried to kill Mr. Satan. Mr. Satan said, why do you listen to Babidi? Because Babidi tells me to. You know, you don't have to listen to him, right? Babidi would say, don't listen to him. Kill him now. But then Majin Buu would look at Babidi and then just punch him, killing him. And said, wow, I guess you're right. Now I can turn everyone into candy. Mr. Satan said, you can do that, or you can come with me and have fun. You know? Majin Buu looked at him and said, you are fun to fight with. Okay, Majin Buu said as he went off with Mr. Satan. As Mr. Satan saved the day, he also made a new friend. And that's going to leave things off. First off, before you comment down below, what about Videl getting beat up? Wouldn't Mr. Satan get mad? Well, that wouldn't happen, because since Mr. Satan's actually powerful, he wouldn't be scared to train her, so she would probably already know that stuff. And even if Videl did enter the tournament, which there's still a likelihood that she would most likely beat Spokes with Bits and Yamu because of her power. And they wouldn't really steal any energy from her because, you know, they want from Mr. Satan. And since Mr. Satan would train her, she probably would be strong enough. So, yeah. I wouldn't say she's, like, extremely powerful, but she probably would be stronger than them in this series. And, yeah, sorry, I should have cleared that up at the beginning, but by the time I remembered that battle happened, because it's been a while, I had to rewatch, and, yeah, I already finished most of the video, but that's okay, you know. I'm a shitty YouTuber. That's okay. Just note that didn't happen. Videl didn't get beat up. Alright, besides that, this video was honestly pretty perfect. Hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and yell at me for being a bad YouTuber in the comments. Peace out.